Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. The problem within the Labour Party, I hope it ends pretty soon, because there seem to be filing of suit here and there, and Abure is seriously bent on shoving himself as the national chairman of the Labour Party down the throat of the Labour Party members, even when the court has ruled that Abure is no longer the national chairman of the Labour Party. I wonder why it's so difficult for Abure to leave the Labour Party chairmanship thing. So, in other words, it is safe for us to believe that Abure is benefiting so much. Hence, this whole nonsense display, even after the Supreme Court, the Apex Court has given its ruling that he is no longer the chairman, the national chairman of the Labour Party. Just yesterday, Abure and his cohort, they were busy rejoicing that, oh yes, so we are grateful for the judgment of the Federal High Court in Nasarawa State, that affirmed Abure as the chairman and commanded INEC, to allow Abure to reinstate Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party and allow Abure to upload the candidates for the by-elections under the Labour Party. And then yesterday rather, we saw another, report going around. It's as if Abure also filed a suit with a Federal High Court also in Abuja. Well, the Federal High Court in Abuja yesterday came out to disgrace Abure and his faction, and stating vehemently, and including INEC too, stating vehemently that Abure is no longer the chairman of the Labour Party. Now, I must say kudos to INEC on this, but I do want INEC to, stamp their feet to all this, because the whole lot of nonsense that is happening, you can see that there is a hand behind all this. And I will not also be surprised if Abure go ahead to file another suit with the Federal High Court in other states, just so he remains the chairman of the Labour Party. All these things are distractions here and there, and I feel like Abure is seriously being used in filing all these suits, despite knowing that this Apex Court, which is the Supreme Court, has the final ruling. I feel like it's being used, to cause a lot of commotion, instability, disarray in the Labour Party, all in an attempt to disrupt or scuttle the chances of Peter Obi. Okay, but I do believe that it is not going to work. I'm going to read out the judgment of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, where the disgrace Abure and his cohort. But before I get to do that, let me show us this video, this embarrassing moment where the vice chairman rather of the APC in Adamawa State, I think it's Adamawa State, was caught with ballot box, beavers machine, and all that. Okay, this is really embarrassing. APC, I say again, if we don't end APC will eventually end us. We must sit up. Shame wear me rapper. Say anytime there's an election, there is always stories. Like serious stories we get to hear. And in all of these stories I get to hear, I still blame INEC for it. Yesterday, in the whole by-election that was conducted in the states that, it happened, there is no place we didn't get to hear story. In fact, it even came to me as a shock that, which I feel is reverse psychology, that APC raised alarm that there was so much rigging in Kano, so much vote buying in Kano and all that. I saw it as a reverse psychology because these people didn't get INEC. Now then sabi rig election past any other political party. Yesterday, there was also news that a PDP agent was caught, a big politician, was caught with billions of naira for vote buying and all that. The same yesterday, which I'm going to show you the video, in Anambra said that one of the ADC candidates was seen with thumb-printed ballot papers already. Shame, timey rapper. Let me show you that video as well.
Where's the booklet? What is this? Inside. Need the key. Need the key. This is what we discovered at Agatha High School, the club. Full 2 booklet was printed already. They are trying to smuggle it into the box before our party agent allowed us. On getting to that place, we saw these 2 booklets already printed, and they are trying to smuggle it into the ballot box for ADC. They have printed the 2 booklets for ADC, and see it. This is the evidence. 2 booklets, and these are the electoral officers that are on duty. These are their faces. 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 2 booklets. 2 booklets, fully printed. At Agatha High School, Ekwabia Ward 2. At Agatha High School, Ekwabia Ward 2. They have already printed it for ADC. For ADC. For ADC. 2 full booklets have been printed here. At Agatha High School, Ekwabia. At Agatha High School, fully printed, 2 booklets, 2 booklets, 2 booklets. This is what we discovered already. We don't know what they have done before, but this is the current one they are trying to smuggle in before we got to them. 2 booklets, 2 booklets. At Agatha High School, Ekwabia Ward 2. At Agatha High School, Ekwabia Ward 2, fully printed. Fully printed, 2 booklets, 2 booklets, 2 booklets, fully printed, 2 booklets. At Agatha High School, the club. 2 booklets, 2 booklets, 2 booklets, 2 booklets, 2 booklets. Agatha High School, fully printed for ADC. Fully printed for ADC. Look at it. Ekwabia Ward 2. Ekwabia Ward 2. Fully printed. Fully printed. 2 booklets. 2 booklets. Fully printed for ADC. Fully printed for ADC. Fully printed and for ADC. And this is the ballot paper number. This is ballot paper number for this one. This ballot paper for this one. So 2 of them, this ballot paper. Thank you very much.
I repeat that in all of these, I blame INEC. INEC have all these equipment in their custody. They were given the money for all this equipment to conduct elections in Nigeria. They went ahead to buy all this equipment. It is their responsibility to keep the equipment safe. So how is it even heard of that equipment and materials will land in the hand of a APC chairman, or that a ballot paper thumb-printed already will be in the hand of the ADC, candidate? How does that even make any sense? How do we judge all this matter, dissect all these things, and we don't bring INEC to a fort? How How is it that INEC cannot protect its own material? How is it that the INEC material will be in their office and then the materials will just vanish? Oh, let me guess. Most of the people with INEC, they are APC card carry members. Is that the explanation to it? Is that the explanation to it? And even if they are APC card carry members, is there not supposed to be sanctions on these individuals? Are they even supposed to be part of INEC, which is supposed to be an independent body conducting elections, free, fair election in Nigeria? Never for once have we seen INEC giving us any free, fair election in Nigeria. So how do you dissect all this? Look at all this from every perspective and don't want to blame INEC for the problem that we keep having anytime there's an election. Make somebody make this thing make sense to me. And for these candidates, these people they are talking about, these individuals that we have seen that video, they will eventually go scot-free. For the person that is the ADC candidate, ADC, please, there should be every need to expel this person from the party. Una won't be a party with a difference. Isn't that what people want? To show Nigerians that you are a party with a difference. Me, I know they like the bias. You want to be with a party with a difference. As much as I'm blasting the APC people because we've known them to be a court, you that just adopted ADC newly and all of you want the ADC to be different, please, it is high time for you to start scrutinizing the people that pick up from. Look into this matter and be sure that you deal accordingly. If the person is found guilty, please come on the person for your party. It is time for you to start removing all the bad eggs from your party. It is time for you. Most people came there because of Peter Obi. They saw him in the coalition. They feel like, oh, we can ride on the back of Peter Obi to go. Most people feel like, okay, maybe Amechi is it for them. Most people feel Erufai is it for them. Some other people feel Atiku is it for them. So if these individuals in quote, they are following, want to turn or has turned a new leaf, let me believe they have. I'm talking about the likes of Atiku Abubakar and Malam Nasiru Erufai. Let me believe so. If these people have turned a new leaf and then these individuals rode on their back to join the ADC, can you please remove them? Because charity, they say, begins at home. Now I go begin to use their hand, they sanction individuals. The moment you notice any malpractice, you expel that person. If you start expelling these people, more people with integrity will come. I am dwelling on the ADC because I already know that the APC is a useless party. That one is not even a party, it's even a court. This is what we've known them for. We are looking for political parties that will make a difference. So I am hammering on this ADC all because it is being alleged and there's no way I will be castigating the APC that will not talk about it though. I will have to talk about it. Now, dear, I won't even dwell on past because I know for the APC, they're already useless. So we are looking for a way to deal with them, throw them out of politics. Make sure say they no even resurrect at all again. And for every individual that leaves the APC to go join any other political party, just know that that individual, they after in stomach. They after in own well-being. Even though most of the politicians for Nigeria they like that anyways. But my concern is the ADC that is talking about a difference. To show Nigerians, it don't reach time. Now so then they start breeding thugs, breeding criminals. It is high time for them to start doing the needful. They don't need to wait until they take over power. Show workings right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now back to what I was saying. Let me read out part of what the media reported, and then of course, take few social media reactions before we come back to wrap this up.
The Labour Party's leadership took a decisive turn on Friday as the Federal High Court in Abuja dismissed Julius Abure's case against the Independent National Electoral Commission, affirming he is no longer the party's national chairman. In suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/1523/2025, the court struck out Abure's suit for want of jurisdiction, echoing the Supreme Court's April 4, 2025 ruling, appeal number SC/CV/56/2025, which nullified all prior recognitions of his leadership. Reacting to the judgment, interim national chairman Senator Nenadi Usman, PhD, said the decision removes every lingering doubt about Abure's status. This is another unambiguous affirmation of the rule of law and the Supreme Court's binding pronouncement, Usman declared. The chapter is closed. We must put distractions behind us and rebuild the Labour Party into the disciplined, people-centered movement Nigerians deserve. INEC's counter affidavit in the case left no room for ambiguity. The commission swore under oath that Abure's tenure, along with that of the National Executive Committee, expired in June 2024, and that the controversial March 27, 2024 Newi National Convention was never monitored nor recognized because it violated the 1999 Constitution, the Electoral Act 2022, INEC guideline, and the LP Constitution. Usman praised INEC's clarity, courage, and institutional integrity in stating the fact plainly and urged all LP members to respect the supremacy of the Constitution and the authority of the courts. JJ saying, may we not see Abure in our political space anymore. That man is a criminal personified entity. And then we have Ikem saying, Julius Abure, have you seen what you did to undermine yourself? Surely your long neck can now be deployed effectively to copy your neighbor's written works. You have exceeded use before date. And then we'll have Kate saying, what is really Abure's problem? What? Why is he so shameless and disgracing himself before the world? Does he not have a family that can advise him? Why this level of desperation or more?
Yeah, I see they talk my own. No. At this point in time, what Abure need to reset his brain is the Lamidia Papa kind of treatment. Are we seeing Lamidia Papa going to fight suit and counter suit here and there? Lamidia Papa, ever since they gave him that national disgrace, he has stopped. So I feel like this is what Abure needs, just to, you know, shrink that his over long neck. That's what he needs. Because I said it earlier, I would not be surprised if Abure file another suit against INEC, against the Labour Party at any other court in outside Abuja. After all, they've done that in Nasarawa, so God knows where else they will go to. And all in this, even if he doesn't even get the national chairman, he knows that the court may not even rule in his favor. All this is just to keep causing, you know, a problem here and there, keep distraction. The moment they will use talk about the forwardness of the way forward for the Labour Party, they will start using it to talk about Abure suit here and there and going to court and all that. We can see the plans of Julius Abure. So at this point, it is even better that he is given that jungle justice. Something to just reset his brain. And he will go and sit somewhere. He will go sit somewhere. It even make me shame, say, okay, there is already a Supreme Court judgment, and then you are going to the Federal High Court in Nasarawa to go and sit, and then the judge in Nasarawa Federal High Court will come and rule in your favor. The judge don't know the ruling of the Supreme Court. Like, the zigzag movement is a distraction to the Labour Party. It's serious distraction. Please, there should be a one-time treatment to Abure's madness, and which I feel is a expulsion accompanied with brain reset. Brain reset, the kind of one that was given to Lamidia Papa. That is it for me. All these things here, and I just feel it's a distraction. Because if it is talking about Abure having shame, he doesn't have shame. We've seen it already that he's power drunk. It's a clear indication that Abure should not test even councillorship, let alone governorship. You see, common national chairman here, Abure won't die on top. For someone who claims he's not benefiting anything, it goes to tell you that there is more than meet the eyes. And he's solely sitting looking for this thing because he knows that that is the way, you know, he can collect money from the likes of, as been alleged before, collect money from the likes of big politicians to see that, okay, they ring Peter Obi chance. That's the sole reason. Please, it is better they give one-time treatment to Abure, the medicine, so that we will all rest. Because all this thing, why they talk about them, is because I know that Peter Obi is still a member of the Labour Party. Else, nothing concern me. Nothing concern me. All this thing, now to spoil Peter Obi chances, but it will not work. The earlier he is given the media proper treatment, the better for all of us. Expulsion accompanied with that kind of treatment. That's what I suggest. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love. Thank you so much for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy your Sunday and see you guys in my other videos.